live in kind of upstate New York now, Woodstock area, and I knew he would go to Woodstock. His daughter went to summer school up there, and so he would come, and I'd be kind of like, well, it's weird, you know, it's David Bowie, but at the same time, it's weird that I wouldn't just call him and say, do you want to come over for coffee or something, you know? So, I mean, I wouldn't call him, I would email him because I, you know, respected him. But, you know, so I sent him an email and I said, you know, if you're ever up, you know, you could come over for coffee. I can make a pretty good espresso here. And he's like, do you have a drum machine? That was straight back. Like, and I was like, yeah, I have a drum machine, which I did not have a drum machine. But I knew where I could get one. And I was like, yeah. And he said, okay, I'll come over, maybe I'll come over, you know, blah, 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 whatever day it was. And maybe we'll do a bit of writing. I was like, yeah, you know, sure. And so sure enough, he shows up. It was a little surreal, I gotta say, having David Bowie in your kitchen and, you know, try not to shake the mug. We had espresso and coffee and, you know, a bit of a laugh, and then, you know, we go in the room, and I knew he likes to work really simply, so I had a little electric piano and a 58 microphone set up for him. I had it all plugged into Pro Tools. I had the drum machine there, and my guitar stuff, and it was just really simple like that. And the first day he came in, he had an idea, and he started playing it for me, and it was like he had an A part and maybe a B part. And so it just felt like that kind of writing that you do with your mates or whatever. And he's like looking at me, and I picked up the guitar and we started playing, and I came up with another part and he liked it, and then he started, you know, he's immediately in with the kind of like he goes pretty much straight for the melody, kind of la-las the melody, or we'll have a couple of key phrases, but he won't have, you know, or a couple of lines, and so we worked then on those parts and put it together and arranged it out into a song, and he kind of like sang a scat vocal over the top of it, and that was pretty much it. And then we closed the session. I made him a CD, put it in his back pocket, and we're kind of done. And you know, he was kind of intimating to me that, you know, if he was open to some ideas, and you know, I immediately thought, oh, I have these things on my hard drive. I'm always kind of putting these little ideas down, notebook ideas. So I had this one, I'm like, he's gonna love this one. And so I dug through it, and he was out in the kitchen doing something. I'm like, I'm finding it now. And I found it. I was like, found it. And he came in, and I pressed play, and as soon as I put it on, I don't know if you know that feeling where, you know, I've certainly had it many times with my own music, where you play the music for somebody and you feel great about it, and then your friend is in the room and they bring this other energy, and suddenly the music sounds crap, you know? You're like, oh. And I was having one of those moments. I pressed play, and the thing was just going on. I was like, oh, this is not. And he listened for a bit, and he says, there's nothing here for me, Gerry. He says, I said, okay, yeah, you're right. You know, see you, backed him out, drives off. And I'm like, fuck, you know. So I went back in the studio, and I'm kind of tidying up, and I had the guitar there, and I just kind of I started playing something else. It was also like almost like his energy was still there in the room, and I had a sense of like I should have played something like this, or so I came up with this other idea, and I quickly put it down in the same manner that we had just done, and so the next time he came over, he came back. And I said, well, I have something to play. And he said, yeah, play it. And I played this little version of Boss of Me that I'd laid down, like it was an A part and a B part and a bridge part and whatever. And he's like, play it again. And he starts singing, and he came up with the line, Boss of Me. And then he started singing the melody. And so we worked a little bit on it, but we pretty much used my little demo, and he sang a vocal over it. And that was our writing session for that day. And then he came back one other time, and we wrote another song together. And then, you know, it's like, well, you know, he writes a lot, and we'll see where that stuff goes. But when we got to the studio then for the next set of sessions, 2 of the songs were on the list. So that was amazing, you know? Yeah, thanks.